Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Hello, hello, anybody? Hi, how are you? Good morning. How you doing today? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. A little behind schedule again, because Uncle Bruce is following a whole bunch of stuff here happening all at the same time, and he's trying to figure out what the heck is going on, so that he can say to you in plain English exactly what's going on, exactly what time today you should buy a certain stock because it's going to go to the moon. I'm here for you to give you your win of a lifetime. Welcome to my channel. No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going to give you those, but I'll do the best I can with what I can. What I got. Breaking news: Philly Fed Factory Index falls to 10.5 in December from negative 5.9 the prior month. That's bad. Initial jobless claims rise by 2,000 to 205,000 in the week of December 16th. That's good because it's bad. That's good. Breaking third quarter U.S. GDP revised down to 4.9% annual growth from a prior 5.2%. That's good because if the economy is slowing down and unemployment might be going up and factory activity is negative or worse, isn't that good for the interest rate idea that rates could then go lower to spur economic activity? Okay, what about Angola though? This story about Angola, I'm wondering about this one. Okay, for those of you who don't know, about about an hour ago, breaking news was that Angola is going to leave OPEC. They're not going to be part of OPEC anymore. Angola is an oil producing country from Africa. And the question is on a lot of people's minds, if they are not part of OPEC, does that mean that they will produce more oil and just flood the market with more oil? And if so, what effect will that have on the oil market? Well, at the moment, so far, the oil market has been affected because oil is down $1.50 a barrel right now to West Texas, down to 72.73. And so oil is dropping in price because of the prospect of the possibility that Angola might increase its production because it obviously didn't want to play the OPEC game that OPEC is trying to play. The OPEC game, led by Saudi Arabia, is to cut production of oil so that countries like Canada and America and the United Kingdom and all of Europe and China, not China, but Japan, mainly Japan, and South Korea, countries that cannot produce enough oil for their own domestic needs. And Canada is not in that game, and neither is the US. Canada, US, we produce a lot of oil, but nonetheless, if the world's price is going up, more dollars flow into the Middle East, more dollars flow into the OPEC members' hands, and OPEC members can buy more weapons and bullets and arm their soldiers and create more havoc in areas where they want to create havoc, where they want to show their influence. The Iranians love to flex their muscles all over the place, including Lebanon with Hezbollah. They flood money into Jordan. They flood money into Egypt. They flood money into Syria. They flood money all over the place. The Russians, of course, with their increased oil dollars, are building, producing, buying all kinds of weaponry from anyone they can get it to beat the crap out of the Ukrainians. Chinese have their own little game, but they're not oil producers as far as, the world's largest producers of oil. They produce oil, but they need imports. But for the Western world, it's bad news. For the G20 in Europe, the big European partners we have that buy a lot of our stuff and we buy a lot of their stuff and we like to vacation in each other's country. We're pals. This isn't good for us as friends. For NATO, not good. Not good. No, not good. So oil going lower would be better for inflation, the cost of fuel for average people, for Uber drivers, for truck drivers, for airlines, for cruise lines, for everything. Lower prices for oil means lower prices for hundreds of other products made with oil. So Angola leaving OPEC is probably a good thing, isn't it? It's a good thing because oil is down to $1.50 now. Could it go even lower? The bad news is, or the possibility is, what if Saudi Arabia says, "Screw you, son of a bitches. We're going to bump our oil production up by 2 million barrels a day. We're going to screw everybody by doing the opposite." This is a George Costanza move. How's the opposite bad? Well, if Saudi Arabia lifts production by 2 million barrels a day to teach everyone a lesson to learn to toe the line, this has been done before, by the way. Many of you are too young to know. They can bump production up or give the indication that they're going to increase production to crush countries like Angola, Algeria, Nigeria, and others who are getting ideas that maybe we'll leave OPEC and go our own way. Well, Saudi Arabia could make oil hit $40 a barrel in 2 weeks. No problem. No problem at all. If the thinking out there is that the Saudis are going to flood the market with a whole bunch of oil, that's going to bring the oil price down to $40 a barrel. Now, that's bad for Angola. Sure, that's bad for them. But it's also bad for the G20. Now, you're sitting there going, Bruce, just a second ago, you're telling us that higher oil is bad for the G20. Why is lower oil bad for the G20? I'll tell you why. Because Canada, the government of Canada, the government of the United States of America, the government of all states in the US where oil is produced, like Alaska, Oklahoma, Texas, and others, these states rely on oil revenue for their budgets. Canada, Alberta, and Saskatchewan, and parts of British Columbia, Newfoundland in the east, the government of Canada as a whole lives off of royalties from oil. The United Kingdom, Norway, other producers, G20 producers live for this. The Russians would be terribly hurt if oil went to $40 on the world market because they'd have to flog oil at $30 a barrel illegally to keep moving it. This would crush Putin. This would not be good for Putin. On and on it goes. The royalty structure, the taxes that are based, the excise taxes, the sales taxes on gasoline. If gas is $1 a gallon, somebody with a 25-gallon tank in their big old truck is a happy camper, sure. But the seller of said fuel to that individual, all the sellers down the line are going bankrupt. And in effect, what would happen? American production would go from 13.5 million a day to 5 million a day. Canada from 4 million to 3 million. All Western governments would produce less oil as well as the Russians because it's uneconomical to try to pull it out of the ground. Every barrel you're pulling out of the ground, you're losing money on it. And so, no, it would be catastrophic for the oil business. It'd be great for Saudi Arabia because after about 2 years of oil at the $35, $40 a barrel range, everyone else is broke. Saudi Arabia can then just cut back 2 million barrels a day, just like that, tighten the spigot and have less oil flow. And it will run the market back to 80, $90 a barrel. And they're the only ones who have it because everyone else is shut down. And it's going to take a year or two for everyone to ramp back up again after bankruptcy court. It's an absolute war. It's a war. It's nothing personal. It's business. But this business is war. And that's what's going on out there. Let me show you a little picture, a little thing I popped up today, just to give you an idea of kind of how this oil business really works. Check it out. There's the USA at the top. This is old. This chart. Look at the date. The date, April 2022. Okay, this is December 2023. Okay, this is a year and a half old at least. So oil production was 11.8 million for US. It's now 13.5 million barrels. Saudi is probably under 10 million right now. The Russians, who knows? This wild card here, they were up to 12. Are they at 8? Are they at 10 million? We don't know. Canada, look at that, 4.5 million barrels a day. Canada's government, the government of Canada, Alberta, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, we live off this stuff. This is huge. $75 a barrel US is 100 Canadian dollars a barrel. Canadians can pump this stuff out at 40, 45 and break even or make money. So Canada makes a lot of money on oil. Believe you me. The province of Alberta keeps reminding all Canadians, which environmentalists hate this, but they say, your hospital, your education system, your retirement plans, your existence economically. We contribute a massive amount in Alberta to the national good. There's only 4 million plus people out of 40 million in Alberta. 1/10 of the country is one of the largest contributors to the entire nation's success at 4.5 million barrels a day. Iraq, look at that, 4.4 million. We're talking governments addicted to this stuff. China, 4, UAE, 3.4 million, Iran, Brazil, Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Mexico, Norway, Qatar. There's Nigeria, Algeria, and Angola. Angola is the one that pulled out of OPEC today. So they produced at this time about 1.1 million barrels a day. Their numbers go from about 900,000 to 2 million barrels a day, depending on how good the equipment is. The pumps are working, the pipelines are not leaking, the workers aren't on strike. If things work out, then they can produce more. They've decided they don't want to cut production by 5% or 10%. The reason is simple. They can't afford to lose that kind of money on the top from barrel production, from actual production. They need the money to pay bribes. They need the money to keep the generals paid off, and the judges and the jailers and the military and the customs officers and the policemen on the street and all these guys who get kickbacks everywhere. The higher you are, the higher you rank, the more money you get as pure cash. The government, whatever they call it, but the public of Angola is not necessarily enjoying a very high standard of living as a whole. The country is a mess. And then there's Algeria and there's Nigeria. We're talking, crap. We're talking nightmares. So these countries, there might be more that might leave OPEC. And that means OPEC, which does about 38% of the world's oil production, by the way. That's all they do, 38%. Their production might go down to maybe 30% of the world's oil production under member countries. If they lose members, they'll be down 30%. They won't be the swing producer like they were before. Although I will back it up that no question, Saudi Arabia can muck it all up. They can, and they have in the past with former rulers where they realize this is getting out of control. We're not in control of our destiny. We have to make a change here. And the change that's going to be made is we're going to cut production. That's the one thing. We can do two things in Saudi Arabia. We can produce more oil or we can cut it. Well, if we produce more oil, we'll bring the price down. If we cut production, we'll bring the price up. The problem is if the price goes too high, too many third-rate countries that produce this stuff, third world countries, make gobs of money that now can really be used for bribes, and to buy bullets, and to buy tanks and missiles and hand grenades. And you have militias all over the place who control little pockets of production, and they black market this stuff. This is like diamonds and gold and silver. This is valuable stuff, oil. So if the Saudis produce more, crush the price down to $40 a barrel, very few people make money at $40 a barrel. Very few. If they produce it, crush it to $30 a barrel, almost no one makes money except Saudi Arabia and maybe Colombia a little bit, Mexico maybe a little bit. Not many US Canadian fields make money at $30 a barrel. They just don't. And this is where we have problems, because if in Canada, the USA, Mexico, Norway, the United Kingdom, any Western countries that produce oil at 40, $50 a barrel and make a little bit of profit over that, if they start to lose money, they are going to have bankruptcies, and we're going to have banking problems. We're going to have loans go into default. And now we've got a nightmare, financial nightmare. Layoffs left, right, and center. Budgets blown out of the water. Canada's budget will be blown out. Alberta's budget will be blown out of the water. It'll be a total disaster. And all of a sudden, you've got massive unemployment, massive upheaval. And the Saudis are just going, we're just going to keep production going. We're going to keep pumping this stuff out and drown the market. We'll teach you guys a lesson because we can outlast you guys. Because Saudi Arabia doesn't have 100 million people in factories. They don't have 1 billion people like China and other countries producing any goods. It's an 80 million population country. They got dough in the bank. They can rat it out, and they can sell this to their country, to their countrymen as a national priority, and they'll go along with it. course, who's going to oppose the reigning prince, whatever his name is? The guy is famous for chopping journalists into pieces inside embassies. I mean, who's going to mess with this guy? That could happen. And while I'm talking about all that, the Dow's up 220 points, by the way. I'm not scaring the market, okay? But oil is down $1.20 a barrel, and we'll watch for that. That's a whole powder keg of crap right over there, all right? What happened yesterday in the last 2 hours of the market? The market went down. The stock market went whoops. We had one of those moments yesterday afternoon when the Dow and the S&P and NASDAQ took a dump. And now everyone's asking, why did that happen? What caused it? Bruce, can you, in your expert opinion, please tell us exactly what was the catalyst for the market to take a dump of 475 Dow points in less than 2 hours? Would you mind filling me in? And is this a one-off? Are we going to? Is it going to get worse? Or was that just a little, a couple kids want to take some profits and the market wasn't ready for it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. What we have happened here and what's happening is, I believe, yesterday afternoon, we finished with the end of tax loss selling. And people now have finished taking losses. And now there are people out there looking to take profits. I think we've switched. And there's a lot of people out there, zillions of small investors, and then hundreds of thousands of very, very, very large investors. And then there are a couple of thousand very mega investors who are all up at the same time. They are all up making money. The cab drivers are making money. The hairdressers are making money. The bartenders, their accounts are all up. We got people who are making money in the market who don't know what they're doing. There are you folks who are here with me every day who do know what you're doing and who have a pretty good handle on what it is you should be doing. You're making money, of course. You always make money if you're doing it right. But there are people out there who look at you and go, oh, yeah, you think you're some hotshot trader. You got this old fart you watch every day with no hair on the top of his head, who bandies about the world, is homeless pretty well. He says he has an apartment in Calgary, but he's just homeless. And his pretend wife and all that stuff. And you listen to this guy and you give him money on how to trade in the market. You're an idiot, because I'm making money. I have a Robinhood account. And I put $1,000 in here in September, and it's now worth $1,500. Yeah, I'm making money too. Well, those folks got their butts handed to them yesterday afternoon, because a whole bunch of these folks who are leveraged now with Robinhood and Fidelity and Schwab and all the other platforms, you know how easy it is to get margin, to get credit on an account. There are folks out there with $500, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 who've leveraged it as much as they can with margin loans, and they've gone long, and they've bought stock, and they're playing options where they're buying call options and trying to run the market. And they've had a wonderful time. They've had a wonderful time because we've had 7 straight weeks of wins, or whatever the number was. And we had 5 straight days of record market closing highs being reported. It was, who couldn't make money? Who couldn't make money in that environment? And then yesterday afternoon, the dope slap came from Will Smith and company. The Will Smith dope slap showed up, and that was the first one. But we ain't seen nothing yet. We haven't seen anything yet. Sure, we're up 275 right now in the Dow. The Dow has good reason to go up right now. It has a couple of good reasons. One, we had a violent drop yesterday afternoon, and now there's a snapback dead cat bounce rally. That's number one. Number two, Angola just left OPEC, which means oil is going down, which means the future of inflation is going down. That's a good thing for the market. I just told you some of the headlines. The GDP growth was lowered to 4.9%. The unemployment claims are up 2,000 from before. The Philly Fund Index, or whatever that is, the feel-good index, is not so good. All of this leads to the thinking that interest rates are going to go lower. This is, now the bond boys are going, see, we told you, we're going to have lower interest rates. It's going to be wonderful. We're all going to go back to the campfire where we were yesterday, the day before yesterday, and we're going to sing Kumbaya together. It's just going to be a wonderful time. Don't worry about how this is going. And I'm sitting here going, oh, yeah, you guys think this is really going to be the case? I see inconsistencies. I'm just like Tom Cruise in the movie A Few Good Men. I see inconsistencies. The one inconsistency that I really notice that I want to bring up, but Colonel Jessup just doesn't want to admit that he did the code red. The reality is, why would the Fed have to lower interest rates from where they are now? Why would they have to do that? Interest rates right now are where they are normally. These rates we have now at 5%, a 6%, 7% mortgage, 8 to 10% personal loan, car loans of as high as 11, 12%. This is actually normal. Did you know that? Are you aware of that? Has anyone, any high school teacher ever pulled you aside and said, "This"? No high school teachers have. Any college professors ever spouted to all 200 economic students that this is no, because they weren't around either. No, they don't know what they're doing. The reality here is these interest rates are normal. And the only reason that the Federal Reserve would really lower interest rates, it's not because they've licked inflation. You think that's the answer. The bond market is trying to sell you a boatload of used pinball machine parts. That, oh yeah, well, as soon as we knock inflation down, we're going to bring the interest rates back now. Because you see, the bond market has sold you folks out there, many of you who just haven't been around since the 70s like me. You've been brainwashed your adult lives, your entire 20-year of adult life, more or less, to think that zero interest rates is normal. Interest rates should be, the Fed funds rate should be zero. That is normal. No, it's not. No, when Fed funds rates are at zero, you have got a cascade of problems all over the place. And you've got Federal Reserve bank officials worried to their core about the stability of the economy globally. That's what that really means. For 15 years, the central bankers have been panicking about the reaction and the overall structure of the world economy because it all kicked in big time. It really kicked in 07, 08, and 09, 2007, 8, and 9. 16 years ago, that's when it all began. And it all became clear to the central bankers of the world 16 years ago that we have had a problem here for at least 10 years. And now it's coming to a head. How old were you 16 years ago? If you're 40 watching me right now, you're 24. 10 years before that, when the whole problem started, you were 14. Did you give a crap about interest rates? Did you know what an interest rate was when you were 14 years old? There are people here who watch me who have never been through anything like this before. Most of us, as a 68-year-old, I have never lived through, in all my years going back, a zero interest rate environment. We never had one when I was 15 years of age. Never had that before. Normal rates were 5, 6, 7%, with mortgages at 7, 8, 9%. That was normal. If interest rates are going to be dropped back to where we came from, or towards back where we came from, back sort of, 2 points lower than where we are now, we're in big trouble. This means that the bankers of the world are really worried about insolvencies, the inability of private companies and public companies to raise capital, governments, desperately trying to spur economic growth. That's what rates dropping means. Right? It's a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's actually a bad thing. And a good thing is to have a 2 to 4% inflation rate, a 5% Fed funds rate, mortgage rates at 6, 7%, and corporations able to make money where they have to pay 6 to 8% interest to borrow money, and yet they can still make money. Those are healthy corporations. If a corporation can make money with 4%, 5% inflation and a 6, 7, 8% cost of capital and still make a profit, that is a well-run operation. Companies that can only make money when interest rates are zero are basket cases. They're walking zombies and they don't deserve to be in business. That's the bottom line. Corporations right now that are announcing share buybacks are poorly run corporations. They are not investing in their business. They would rather give money to their shareholders by way of buying their stock rather than giving them a dividend, which is unforgivable. People who own stock in various corporations should be paid a dividend, an interest, a payment for being a loyal shareholder. That's what they should be getting. But what they're actually being told is by management, well, if you don't like it, you don't like the way we run our business, we're buying the stock back. Why don't you just dump your stock and piss off? That's what corporations are saying to their shareholders. We don't give a crap about you. We're going to have fewer of you. We're going to have fewer of you to deal with because we, as management of these corporations, are going to borrow money. We're going to do these accelerated share buyback programs. We're going to announce share buybacks. We're going to lay off staff. We're going to get leaner and meaner. And we're going to drive up our stock price because these managers haven't got a long-term view of success for the corporation. They have a short-term view. They have a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year view of the company's stock price, not the corporation's health and wellness. And this is why, as an option writer, if you're here as an option writer, which most of you are, you're going to win because you are betting on these guys screwing it up. And they're all doing it. GM just proudly announced a $10 billion accelerated stock buyback program. Other companies are doing exactly the same thing. If you noticed in the last couple of weeks, announcements are coming up between corporations announcing the end of a merger. We've decided we're not going to merge with company so we're not going to decide. And they claim that it's regulatory obstacles that's holding us up. That's what they're claiming it is. I'll grant you that. Sure. If you've got two pharmaceutical companies that want to get together and become one giant pharmaceutical company, and you now have cornered 80% of drugs that relate to this disease, and you can now triple the price of the drug to the rest of the world because there's no one else to give it to you. Yeah, that's collusion. And I think the regulators should step in and say, no, we're not going to let you have more than half the market or a third of the market. We want competition out there. We want well-run corporations. We want generic versions of these drugs to ultimately come out so that mankind, the human race, can afford to defend itself against viruses and diseases rather than allow a corporate entity to make all this money off the backs of the ill. And the top 1% of these people each have private jets and yachts and wonderful homes around the world, while the billions others die. I mean, over exaggerating, but there you have it. Corporations that are announcing stock buybacks at the height of the stock market, okay, are telling me, this observer, we can't increase our business anymore. We have no ideas. We have no future in the growth of this company, and we're just going to buy back our stock. Even though the market is at all-time highs, we're going to authorize stock buybacks because we, management, are so highly paid off by stock and stock options that this is our incentive, is to just run the stock as high as we can, and we don't give a crap about the underlying corporation. That means the underlying corporation will die going forward because it's being saddled with debt now to buy back its stock rather than taking on debt to grow its business and make more money and be a stronger corporation. That's what's going on, in my humble opinion. This morning, we're up 225 on the Dow. I think we have a dead cat bounce going on right now. I think that this is a dead cat bounce. The S&P is up 34, Nasdaq's up 162, and it could have a good hour. It could have a first 2 hours could be great. There will come a point in time where the reckoning will come in, and the reckoning is, did we hit a low yesterday already? Did we have an 8-second attention span sell-off that lasted about 2 hours? And that is the correction we were looking for? Is that the test of the ability of this market to go higher? There are analysts out there saying, oh, we're going to go higher now. We've had a little blip, and now we're going to go higher. I don't know where they're getting this from. It's the 8-second attention span. Wall Street never says sell. They never tell you to get out. No, but did you hear any top of the line stock analysts yelling at the top of their lungs 15 minutes before the Dow began a 475-point meltdown to get out now? Because now's a good time to sell. Why didn't they see this coming? They have all the computers, they have all the software programs, they have all the experts, they have all the charts, they have all the knowledge. Nobody was yelling sell, and yet the market sold. Wall Street never says sell. They say we're repositioning ourselves. We're investigating other sectors of the economy to move into. Yeah, we're dumping this crap and we're buying this crap because we never sell. We always keep the money in the game. We're just going to shuffle the chips right now. That's all we're doing. Welcome to the party, pal. If you're an option writer, you're going to get richer, and you're going to consistently win. And any of you out there who have been pestered by any smartass relative or friend or coworker or someone or that little needler said, I made money last week in the market too. I hear you got this guy, Uncle Bruce, but I made money. I don't have to give him anything. I'm not even a member of his channel. I don't even watch this guy. I'm trading. I'm doing great. Those guys started getting the crap kicked out of them yesterday afternoon, and they are that vulnerable to getting kicked again. And when everyone gets into this market that doesn't deserve to be in this market, that's when the pickings get real easy for my viewers, because you guys 6 months from now will still be here writing contracts. You'll still be writing cash secured puts. You'll still be doing iron condors. You'll still be doing credit spreads. You'll still be writing all kinds of contracts. With all these folks that you're hearing about, theoretically, they're all gone again. It's rigged. I lost $800. I lost $3,000. It's rigged. I couldn't make any. Yeah, they're gone. They're all gone. Most of their money was taken by the major hedge fund players out there that you are doing exactly the same thing with. Some of the money went to you, and I say get all of it. Get all the cash you can get from the uninformed, the uneducated, the hunch players. You want to take money from hunch bettors all you can, and this is why you're writing contracts to these folks who don't know what the hell they're doing. They're all looking for the big home run ball, and they're all looking for the one trade that will take them to another level, and away we go. There you have it. What's going on with some of our favorites here? Let's take a look here. It's been a green morning so far. No surprise there. We got Rocket Lab. They lost 28 cents yesterday. They're up 11 right now. SoFi was down 63. They're up 21 cents right now at 9.52. GameStop was down 79 cents yesterday. We're up 35. Matterport was down 7. We're up 7. 23andMe was down 7. They're up 4.5. Spire lost 32. They're up 20. ATIP was down 31. They're up 25. SmartRent down 11 yesterday. They're up 12 this morning. Apple was down 211. It's up 130. Goldman was down 490 yesterday, up 340. Cisco down 38. We're up 34. Tesla down $10, up 490. Arc Innovations down 217, now up 112. Microsoft down 264, up 226. Pfizer down 53, up 30. HBQ down 49, now up 28. Alphabet yesterday down 156, up 166. Actually, Alphabet was up 156 and is up another 166. It was the one standout. Amazon lost 167 yesterday. It's up 154. NVIDIA was down 14.93. It's up $7. Unity down 227, up 83 cents. AI down 255, up $1.06. Adobe down 858, now up 617. The Spiders are down 658, they're up 335. Netflix down 575, up 362. Qs were down 608, they're up 430. IBM was down 150, it's up 122. Meta down $1.08, up 292. There's a turnaround. Vanik down 480, up 320. Home Depot down 340, up 313. And Enphase was down 730 on the day, up 349 right now. On many of these stocks that I've just quoted and the indexes, the turnaround at them this morning is a percentage. Is not very few stocks are actually higher now than they were yesterday at all. They're only back partially. Some are back 20, 30% of what they lost. Some are about half. Some are at 60%, but most are around half. This is a dead cat bounce. We do not have the market up 700 points right now. The Dow is up 229 right now. It lost 475, all in 2.5 hours, roughly. We were down 50 points, 80 points, and then we took the dump. Um, Now we have to see just the first 30 minutes, an hour. How much cash is coming in on the fear of missing out, buying the dip, all the terms you know, all the terms you've heard. There are gullible investors out there who think that a 2 hour sell off is all we're going to get. And now we're going to go right back to record highs and it's going to be Shangri-La all over again. And they're just getting ready to pile on in. The smart ones are the ones who are folding their arms going, okay, well, I created an iron condor a month or two ago and I rolled it and then I rolled it again because the market kept going up. And yesterday in 2 hours, I watched my last issued condor on a whole bunch of stocks and indexes. I watched all of them. All of a sudden, the calls went zzz, right there. Here, I'm going, hey, man, you drop another 400 points. I'm making a killing. That's what's happening here. There are folks here who've written call options on AI when it was $32, $33 a share. There are folks around here who have rolled their GameStop calls from 15 to 18 to 20. There are people here who've rolled other calls higher. They've moved up credit spreads. They're sitting here going, should I write cash secured puts? They were doing that yesterday afternoon towards the bell. They were going, well, this stock's off a whole bunch. I think I'll write some cash secured puts because I bought them back just 2 days ago. I'll write them again. Yes, option writers will win because the clock is on your side. The depreciation is coming your way, whether the market wants it or not. It's coming your way because the clock will make you a winner. Can we go higher today? Sure. Yeah. Could the market go up today? It could. It could. But is it really going to go up today, this market? Is the news that we're getting out from the slower manufacturing numbers and GDP, is this enough to overcome yesterday afternoon's sudden worst drop-off in 3 months? Are we really going the other way here or what? Or is it just the Magnificent Seven? Are they the only ones who are going to recover and everything else gets kicked again? What have we got? There are too many negative questions out there. But I tell you, it doesn't matter what you write an option on. I think you're going to make money on it. I just don't see a reason why stocks have to go all that much higher. This morning I saw a thing on, I think it was on Amazon. It was Wedbush Securities. You know those guys who told the world that SoFi is going to $3 a share. You remember those guys? Wedbush? They announced, one of their analysts said that he expects that Amazon is going to go to $220 a share as the new target price. Amazon right now is trading at 153.65. Okay. So someone out there, I believe, called it for 220. Amazon at 153 right now, and it's up 150 this morning. That puts the stock at 79.4 times PE multiple. That's what's going on with Amazon. So at $220, $70 higher almost, that's 50% higher than where we are now. That puts the PE multiple at 120. There's an analyst telling investors, buy Amazon. I predict it'll trade at 120 times PE multiple. Now, they're not saying it. They're intimating it. They're not saying what they're saying really is they're trying to say to you, we feel here at Wedbush, the geniuses that we are, that Amazon's numbers are going to really climb. And where Amazon is going to make their money is not necessarily in package deliveries. Amazon is going to make this new profit from AI and cloud computing services, the AI needs going forward. That's where it's going to show, because the company Amazon is into many, many, many different things all at the same time. I agree with that. I agree that Amazon will continue to diversify their business and that they are into AI and they are into cloud computing and data storage. Yes, they are. But I don't think that it is likely that the justification of a $220 stock is realistic. If rates are going to go down, Colonel Jessup, if the Fed is going to lower interest rates, why would the economy would be doing so well? Why is the economy doing well and going to do well if the Fed is going to lower interest rates? Makes no sense. The stock market is trading as if the Fed's going to lower interest rates. Why are stocks going up? If the Fed feels they have to lower rates, doesn't that mean the economy is in trouble? Where am I missing something here? There's something not adding up. And a $220 price target, or whatever that target was, it was over $200 a share. It was very aggressive. I'm thinking, where are you getting that from? How do you think that's even possible? There is no short position on Amazon to deal with here. It's not like there's a short squeeze coming. It's out and out fresh cash coming into that stock. Why would smart investors, and I guess I'm maybe I'm making a mistake. I'm calling investors smart. Why would a lot of investors want to pour a bunch of dough into Amazon and have that stock hit 220 a share? That means tens of billions of dollars of buying, maybe 100, 200 billion of fresh cash coming into that stock. It has to be a lot, because Amazon is now a what is it value? $1.6 trillion corporation. You want to move a $1.6 trillion corporation up 50% from here? You're saying it's going to be a $2.4 trillion organization in the not too distant future. I'm kind of going, really? When interest rates are supposed to come down in a softening economy? Doesn't make sense. Something isn't adding up here. It's kind of like Sesame Street. One of these things doesn't belong. Anyway, there you go. Kind of fun, isn't it? We're up 208 on the Dow. We've slumped in the last 30 minutes from the run up we just had. It'll be interesting to see with 14 minutes to go until we open for trading. Where is this market really at just before we start trading? And then when we do start trading, after the first 30 minutes to an hour, where are we really at here? What have we got? Is this little dead cat bounce truly a 30-minute dead cat bounce? And then it's over again. And now we drop 500 points to test lower lows. What are we going to get? I don't know. I'll be here. Option writers, fold your arms and watch the show. That's the thing you get to do. You don't have to worry about tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, next week. I can tell you that next week there's only 4 trading days. I can tell you the week after that there's only 4 trading days. We only have 8 trading days coming up in the next 2 weeks, which means options will really shrink out because there's 2+ weeks going by. Only 8 trading days. Those of written options are going to see premiums just collapse. It's wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. It's nice to see you all here. Thank you for these thumbs ups, by the way. Those of you out there who are throwing thumbs ups my way, I appreciate it. Keep them coming if you can. We are much appreciated, much appreciative for all your support. Thanks again to those of you who have been becoming subscribers to the channel. Thank you. Welcome aboard, all new subscribers. Thank you, all of you who have become members of this channel. Especially those of you who have decided that being a member is nice, but being a Gold Bagel member is what it's all about. Thank you again for those of you who have decided to become Gold Bagel members. I owe you a couple of trade tips. They're coming your way. You just got to let me absorb what the heck is going on around here with this market. So forgive me if I haven't been cranking out daily trade tips, because I don't want to mislead you into the wrong trade. I'm trying to read this market, and I'm trying to assess just really what's going on and where is it going on. And so hang tough, but more trade tips are coming your way. We had a very, very good session last night on the Primetime Live show for Gold Bagel members. That was 7 o'clock last night, primetime, 7 o'clock Eastern. That show went really well. There were a lot of really smart questions that came out yesterday. We talked about a lot of possibilities and variables. And I think that went extremely well for everybody. But this morning, we're going to open up here with maybe a bounce. The question is, will it last very long? Can it go very far? Has this bounce got legs, or is this a dead cat bounce that will run out of gas in 20, 30 minutes and we're going to have ourselves a real problem on our hands with an entire loss of all gains from this morning's trading, and now we begin the problem of another stock market pullback. This is the question on many people's minds. For option writers, you don't have to panic. You don't have to make sudden moves. You are in a position where your secret power that you have, the secret weapon you have, time, is your friend. It will eliminate a lot of premiums on contracts and make you a lot of money. But we'll watch it. As I said, Rocket Lab's up 11. SoFi's up 21 to 952. GameStop is 17.30, up 37 cents. Matterport is up 7 cents. MAE is up to 92, 93 cents. We've got Spire up 20. We got ATIP up 25. SmartRent up 12. Those are all the small ones are moving up. Apple's up 117. Goldman up 338. Cisco's up 30. Tesla up 446. Not even half the loss though. ARC up 98 cents. Microsoft is up $2. Pfizer up 32. HPQ up 21. Google up 159. Amazon up $1.50. Nvidia's up 680, lost $15 yesterday. Unity up 72. AI is up 94, but it lost 250 yesterday. Dead cat bounces. Adobe up 571. Spiders are up 318. They lost 650 though. Qs are up 393. They lost 608. Netflix only up 350 after losing 575. So we'll follow that. IBM up 84. Meta, the Facebook, up 246. Manic is up 322. Home Depot up 313. And Enphase up 380. Most of these stocks are up about a third to a half of what they lost. A couple have done well so far this morning, but that's typical always of how markets work. Oh, are we going to have fun today? I think so. I love this game. This is real fun stuff. The SoFi shares have traded 1.1 million so far in the pre-market. This is one stock that I find if it drops, it's an opportunity to write more cash secured puts. If it runs, it's an opportunity to roll cash secured puts, perhaps. But 953 up 22 cents. Have not recovered the 63-cent loss, though. Remember that. Keep that in mind. We have not recovered the 63-cent loss on SoFi. So we're happy it's higher, but it is not back. It was 1016 yesterday morning. Remember, we're at 953. I will say this. Look, if the Dow wants to have a first hour of, mega move, wants to go up 350, 400 points, great. Maybe SoFi will go back to 10. Fantastic. SoFi goes to 1050, even better. But SoFi isn't going to lead the market. It's going to go with it, I think. But at the end of the day, SoFi is moving higher for its own unique reasons, one of which is known as they're making money now. And they're going to make a lot of money in 2024. These shares are going to go a lot higher because they are a positive cash flow corporation. That's what's coming here. 5 weeks from now, we get the official word from the auditors. We'll wait for it out. We'll see. Oh, isn't it fun? Oil down $1.30 at 72.93. We open in 7 minutes. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Zeta State, thank you for being a member of this channel for 24 months. Two years, Bruce. I've been a member for 2 years. GameStop, SoFi, Uncle Bruce, thank you so very much. Way to go, pal. It's been a fun 2 years. And for some of you around here, it has been extremely lucrative for you. Some of you have done incredibly well in the last 2 years compared to what you did 2 years before that or 10 years before that. Man, oh man, oh man, this is fun. Bagel Babe, I rolled up an iron condor for a credit finally, and now I'm going to have to roll it down, hopefully also for a credit, and I'll do it with a smile. How about that? That's the way to play this. Is anyone having fun there? GM fits that buyback description, says Bjorn. Thank you all. Robert, good morning, Uncle Bruce and all Stock Market with Brucers. I gave you a thumbs up, number unknown. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Sharon is here at number 67. Walter Young is here at number 59. Lissy is here. How you doing? Good afternoon. Hope everyone got cheap buybacks on yesterday's rug pull. Thank you so much. Mandu, number 5, 90th thumbs up, Bruce. I'm number 90. Splair, I think I'm number 91. I forgot. I think I'm number 91. Thank you, everybody. Flint Creek, good morning, familia. Get that dinero. Exactly. Wing Commander, Bruce, I have been a member of your channel for 30 months. I see many more months in my future. Thank you, my friend. Gold Bagel members here. 30 months, it pays to be a Gold Bagel member. It can pay really, really nicely. Congratulations, all of you out there who have had an interesting run of it, an interesting time of it. I'm excited for all of you and how it's going here. It's absolutely wonderful to see so many of you become really prolific option writers. 98 thumbs ups, by the way. It's the last I see. I think we're over 100 now. Thank you all for the thumbs ups. We are 5 minutes away from opening up. Yep, 105 thumbs ups are in the house. Thank you very much. And congratulations to my viewers. Those of you also I appreciate you taking the classes that we've been putting out. Number 17 is out now. You can pick up number 17 on the website anytime you like. And boy, was the timing perfect for that class. Oh my God, did I nail that one? How to fix bad option trades. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is what's going to happen. We're going to find out now, how this market wants to open up. It's to me, I just see a dead cat bounce story here. I think the market goes lower. I really do. I think the market will go actually lower. Badly lower? No. I'd be happy if the market's lost a couple hundred points here and there, on the Dow. Maybe we lose 15 points a day on S&Ps, and we see the SPYs drop a couple of bucks a day. I'd be good with that. I would consider that a healthy thing, because we need consolidation. We have to back up this gain we've had for 2 months. We have had a straight up gain with no support underneath it. We're on stilts here. This is not good. Flint Creek, over 1 million shares traded on SoFi. Let's go. Good morning from Dude. Bagel Babe, I've been a member for 17 months. I made enough money this week to pay for all 17 months of membership and more. Just this week, I made more than all 17 months. Well, there you go. This is, I get this all the time. This is, it's wonderful to read. And for those of you who just don't know, or you're just not sure, hang around here a while and you'll see the same people here every day. They've been here. If you go into my channel, and I mean, you dig into my channel, you can do this. You take the time, you go into my homepage, and there are different tabs. One of them says videos or something like that, or most popular, or you can literally go back in time and watch one of my live shows for 5 minutes from a year ago, from 2 years ago. You'll see the same names, many of the same names then that are here now. They're still here. Why are these people still here? Why? What, are they losing money and they just can't get out of a money-losing game? No, they're making money. They're here because they're making money, and they're not going to leave. That's what happens with channels that have viewers that do well. They stick around a long time. And 30 months, 24 months at 25 a month. Yeah, that's a commitment. These folks all took classes. Okay, so each class is $150. There's 17 of them. Do the math. They've pretty well done all those. A number of these folks have had one-on-ones with me. $400 for an hour of my time, live one-on-one session. You're welcome to join me up for that. They've done those. There are people here who've been members of this channel, followers of the channel, who have spent $5,000 over 2 years, and they've made $50,000. They made $80,000. Made $100,000. They've made $500,000. There are people here who are into the millions now. I'm not kidding. I'm not making this up. There are people here who are managing millions of dollars now. It all starts with the first trade. The very first option trade you ever make, panic. You wonder, am I doing the right thing? I've never done this before. I'm not so sure. We've had people who have made option trades for the very first time, and within a couple of days, they close it out because they're up 15 cents. And they sit there and go, I'm just going to watch it now. Whew, that was close. Whew, I made $15 on a contract. I did 3 of them. I made $45. Okay. And then 3-4 days later, they go, oh, shoot. I should have just stuck with that thing. Like he said, I would be up $150 per contract. Oh, gosh darn it. It's the learning curve. It's okay. We all have to learn how to do something for the first time, whether it's riding a bike, roller skating, going on a date, whatever. There's a first time for everything. Welcome to the party, kids. We are opening in 1 minute for the day, and you're welcome to stick around. Thank you all for your support of this channel. You may have noticed we are now going comments for members only, and that's what we do during the market trading time. So thank you all of you who are lurkers and just hanging out. Please consider becoming a member of this channel today. Gold bagel level would be the ultimate for you. It's up to you, though, to decide if it's worth your while. Thank you for those of you grabbing classes. If you have any questions, you let me know. And that's the best part about being a member of this channel and also taking classes. You can ask the professor anytime questions about the classes you've been taking. Whereas with other, I don't know what entities, you drop your thousands of dollars to take a course, and you never get to talk to the professor. You don't know who that person is. You're looking at cartoons and illustrations, and you actually don't see people, or you don't understand half of what they're saying to you because they're talking stock market gobbledygook that's out there. I don't know. Anyway, up to you, kids. You can take one class of my classes anytime you want. You don't have to take them all. One class, $150. Start with number one. That's what a lot of people do around here. I start with number one, and then they go, I think I'll watch number two. And a couple days later, I think I'm going to start watching number three. I'm in this course now. I'm going to go after this and hang out with these kids every day when the markets are open. Wow. This is a class where the students make money as they learn, which is also unusual for any other college course out there. If you want to become a lawyer, you don't make lawyer money when you're becoming you're a law student. You don't. If you want to become a doctor, you don't make doctor money in the first 5 years of going to university. You don't know. Here, you can make option money while you're learning how to write options. It's quite stunning how this works. There are people here who haven't finished all 17 classes yet. They're making all kinds of money, and they're trying to catch up with their classes, but they're so busy writing options. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Larry, thank you for ringing the bells. We're open. We're up, and we're starting to trade here. We're going to find out just what this market has in it. Are we going on a real tear today, or are we going to have a first hour looking great and then not so great? What's the deal here? Is every stock across the board going to go up and we're not looking back, or are we going to be asking a lot of detailed questions about whether we should be just buying and buying and buying? That's what the market is going to do here. A white feather, ding, ding, ding. Thanks, Larry. Larry, Zed Estate, thank you. Sign, I've been a member for 33 months. 33 months. Man, does time fly when you're making money. Gold Bagel member for 33 months. Thank you, my friend. It is much appreciated. There you go. Alberto, thank you, Alberto. he posted, then he retracted his comment. We're up 267 on the Dow at this second in time, 2 minutes into the opening. Spire's down 32. AI is up 97. The Spiders are up 350. Qs are up 420. GameStop up 32. SoFi up 18 cents. We have not recovered the losses from last night in the first 2 minutes of our session. So let's see what we got going on here. The S&P is up 32. The Nasdaq's up 156. Oil down 116 a barrel. Angola has left OPEC, they say. So we'll watch for that. All right, Alberto, 3 years and counting because I love losing money. Sarcasm, this is what I meant. Coffee. I need coffee. Yes, sir. Me too. Cheers, Alberto. Cheers to all of you from around the world who join me every day the markets are open. It's a pleasure to be here with you, to stay on top of these markets. And it's a whole lot of fun watching what's going on here. But again, you have to decide what kind of an investor you're going to be. A lot of folks around here long ago decided, I'm not going to be the person looking for that one trade that's going to make me a millionaire. That it doesn't exist. I tried that for 15 years. I've had people here who said to me, I'm 50 years old. I've been investing in the market since I was 25. And for 25 years, I've just been putting money into the market, money into the market, money into the market. I get winners and I get losers and I get a winner and I get some losers. And I'm nowhere. I'm always trying to get my money back. I'm always trying to get my money back. Then I find you and I start doing what you're talking about because I figured, what have I got to lose? I've tried everything else. And I start taking your classes. I start writing options, and geez, like 9 out of 10 trades, I keep winning. And when I lose, I lose a couple $100. Then I make thousands and hundreds and thousands and hundreds. This is different. I like this game, and so welcome all to the game that's being played here. Option writing, taking money from gamblers and keeping the change. It is so relatively simple, but it requires a bit of study. Thank you all for taking the plunge. We're at 950 on SoFi. The Dow seems to be up maybe 200 and something. It's either up 207 or 260. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to refresh everything because my machine is slow and behind, and the other one seems to be ahead and maybe not. So there's a lot going on. Then we're up 264 on the Dow, 3/4 of a percentage point. We're up 38.8 on S&P. We're up 166 on NASDAQ. We got oil down 123. That's the story. SoFi 960 up 29 cents. I think that's what we got. GameStop at 1729 up 36 cents. The Dow up 294, a little better. Okay, here we go. Continuing on. White Feather, I love losing money too, but the dang numbers in my account keep getting bigger since I've been here. Zed State SoFi 954, 961. I say, Lorraine, good morning, everybody. 122 thumbs up. Thank you, Lorraine. Alberta, White Feather, bingo. Yeah, you keep making money the longer you hang around here. It's kind of odd. It's a strange phenomenon, this channel. The more you hang around with these people, the more money you seem to take in. What? That doesn't work elsewhere. Apple's up $2, Enphase up 3, Netflix up 197, Adobe up 870, Nvidia's up 790, Tesla's up 650. Rocket Lab is up 9.5 cents at 450 a share. Matterport is at the 259, up 6 cents. SmartRent is 326.5, up 7.5. Owens Corning up 120. ATIP down 31. Unity up $1.03. Google up 112. Moderna up 198. Cisco's up 7. Pfizer up 50. IBM up 88. HPQ up 26. Microsoft up 287. ME up 2.5 cents at 90.8. The Amazon shares are up 19 cents. Home Depot up 245. Vanek Vector's up 325. Goldman Sachs up 344. Boeing is up 595 to 266 now. Meta is up 527. Target up 89 cents. JP Morgan is ahead 143. Costco up 228. Walmart up 32 cents. Disney up 48. American Airlines up 43. AMC is up 13 to 630 a share. DraftKings up 78 cents. And Royal Caribbean up 530 at 126. Heard today that Carnival is up 118 a share to 1925. Came in with better than expected results. And then Norwegian is up 97 cents. The cruise lines are a little bit higher, of course. Lower oil prices help, but they've been lifting their fees to the cruising customers unbelievably. Everywhere on the ship, it costs you an arm and a leg for everything. It used to be a cheap vacay, not so cheap anymore. We'll see how long this lasts. We'll find out. All right. What else? Who else and what else? BW, I'm number 122. The heat map is completely green right now. They didn't score the retail yesterday afternoon. They didn't scare retail investors yesterday afternoon. Maybe 100 red dots out of thousands of tickers. Like the whole world is A-OK. I'll just watch new bag holders getting made right now. And that's what is probably going on. Mandu, 4.2 million volume on SoFi in 8 minutes. Okay. SoFi, 957 at the moment. The high was 967. We didn't hit the highs of yesterday. I got 4.6, 4.2 million, 4.6 million. There you go. That's the volume on SoFi. GameStop right now, 1709. The high was 1734. We've given up some ground here. 298,000. Not incredibly high volume here. The AI shares, 3053. They got up to 3104, but they've given up 50 cents now. 51 cents have been given back, and it's 1.3 million volume. We're backing off on some of these issues rather quickly. Let's see. Apple at 196.87. It got to 197.08. It's backed off just 20 cents. Nothing serious over there. Enphase is at 130.50. It got up to 132.39. So it's given up some ground already. at the low of the day right now in phase. Watching that. Like I said, I'm looking to see if we really have a dead cat bounce that's going to be formulated in the first hour. We can have a nice run up here on the opening, fear of missing out, but the second wave of buying has to keep coming in. There has to be another wave, people willing to pay record high prices for stocks at record high indexes to keep this party going. And after yesterday's afternoon little wake-up call, little dope Smith slap from Will Smith, I'm not sure. We're up 317 on the Dow. That's okay. We're up 42 on S&P. We're up 168 on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is up 1.1%. S&P is up 0.9. The Dow is up 0.85. The oil market down $1.13 at 73.09, while as of right now, the oil market is trying to figure out should oil go higher or lower because Angola has left OPEC. Angola is out, and they are the world's 17th largest producer of oil. Will they bump production now from 1.1 million barrels a day to 2 and flood the market with 900,000 more barrels that the oil market doesn't need? What are we dealing with here? And so we're down $1.15 on oil. Okay, everybody. Splair. Yeah, after cashing out fees for international wire transfers on both sides, first trade in my cheap national bank from 300 230 arrived at my bank account. Gains from last week. Splair, keep it going. Spat Merkley, 33 months here, Bruce. I've been a member of your channel for 33 months. Thank you, Pat. All of you who have been members here for a month, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you guys are awesome. It will be 3 years that I offered memberships in March, I think it is. It'll be 3 years. So 33 months, that's the first day guy. That's a first day guy right there from day one. Thank you all. Thank you, those of you who are converting into Gold Bagel level membership. That number is rising, and it is beginning to equal the number of Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members. It is going to exceed that number in the not too distant future. And that says a lot. That really is meaningful to Jennifer and I. That so many of you are choosing to become members of the channel at the $25 a month level because you know, as I've said to you, that is how this channel is economical. It's because of Gold Bagel members. We don't have 20,000 people watching at the same time, me talking about the market. So the ad revenue from YouTube is minuscule. So thank you all very much. Appreciate it. All right, let's keep this going. We're up 277 on the Dow, 268, little pullback. We're up 37 on S&P, NASDAQ up 145. The spiders right now are 471.57. They got as high as 472.30. So we've had about an 80 cent roughly pullback, or 70, 80 cent pullback from the high of the session so far. Remember the all-time high or 52-week high of spiders, 475.90. That was yesterday or the day before yesterday. 475.90 was the high for the spiders. We're now at 471.50. So we are actually down 440 from the 52-week high, and we're backing up a little bit right now. We didn't hit a new 52-week high on the opening today. That did not happen. Qs are 406.66. They got us up as high as 407.92 today. And the high of the Qs, 410.47. So we are now down almost $4 from the highs of the 52 weeks for the Qs. And that's 1% off the highs. And now the question is, do we stay just below the highs, or do we go down 5 to 10% from the highs and then fluctuate 5% either way for a while as we consolidate this market? That's the question. Why should Qs and spiders and all the S&P 500 and all the NASDAQ 100 and all the Dow 30 stocks, why should they be purchased with reckless abandon as of now or higher than here if interest rates are going to drop next year due to slower economic activity? The market is a harbinger of the future. And so I don't see the future being shined or shone in a beautiful light here. If interest rates are going to drop 3 times next year, that means slowing economic activity. That means lower profits, lower sales, layoffs, unemployment higher. bankruptcies higher. There's no reason for the Dow to hit new highs with that in the future. And that's what the bond market is telling us. One doesn't add up. There's something not working. BW, Rugman has an idiot nephew as well, a little dope slap. DQ, hilarious name drop last night on the Prime show. Dude, just waiting around today to see what happens. Most of my spreads are looking good. Might do some light management. Yesterday was a fun ride. Splair, I try to watch actually the charts, but except for Matterport, which looks on bigger charts pretty bullish, I just can't find enough indications for a sure direction. We're up 280 on the Dow. We've given up about 50 points from the high of the session now. AI is up 53 cents at 30.25. We've got GameStop down a penny now. It's in the red, 16.92. SoFi 9.48 up 17. We're backing off here. Apple only up 194. Enphase up 140. Netflix up 450. Adobe up 866. Nvidia up $7. Tesla up 573. So we may be seeing a little bit of pullback. It is now 15 minutes into our session, and we're going to see if any red starts to show up. Cisco is negative, down 6 cents. That's one of the big ones to go first. We're watching to see if any more red wants to show up in this market. Welcome to the party, everybody. Nice to have you here. Is this a dead cat bounce, and do we back off? That is the question. Okay. We'll find out. Okay. A quick peek here on some other market data. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We've got, here we go, the market right there. All righty. We've got the VIX down 26 at 1341. That climbed from the 12s to the high 13s yesterday. Oil still down 97 cents. Interest rates, the 10-year treasury is falling. It was 3.875. It's now 3.844. So it's about, a third of a percentage point lower. The American dollar against the euro is falling. It's almost at 110 on the euro. We were at 109 and a third. The pound is now 126.7. We were as low as 126.2. So about a half a penny drop so far today on the pound, kind of. The European markets are red. They're following what we did yesterday. The FTSE in London down about 0.3 of a percentage point. Germany down 0.22. France down 0.27. We're watching mostly red numbers. Asia overnight, they were flat on the Asia Dow, down 1.5% on the Japan market, and slightly higher in China. We'll see how that works out later. Oil down 99, like I say, 73.73. NASDAQ up 140, S&P up 40, and the Dow just popped again. Looks like it's up 300 points. So 313, a little pop yet again. Watching a lot of activity here. Isn't this fun? BW saying to Splair, small cap growth is hard to find indicators. They are so small, and shorts delight in playing with their pools of money. Wait till profitability for all these SPACs, and then you'll see moves, in my opinion. I'm with you there, my friend. Tons to keep an eye on here, everybody. Thank you all for joining in today. This is most entertaining, to say the least. All righty, everybody. Thank you for your attendance today. It's great to have you here. All right. Just watching some more charts here. I'm just watching some more stats going through here. Okay, Rocket Lab up 15. SoFi up 16. GameStop back up a nickel. Matterport up 4.5. 23andMe up 2 cents. Spire up 13. ATIP up 6. SmartRent up a penny. Apple's up 157. It was up over 2 something. Goldman up 3. Cisco down 6. Tesla up $5. Arc Innovations up 84 cents. Microsoft up 194. Pfizer up 42. HPQ up 32. Alphabet up 106. Amazon up 55. Nvidia up 620. 606 actually. Unity up 43. AI up 39 now. Adobe up $7. Spiders are 471.94, up 368. Spiders trying to hang in there. The high of 472.30. We're at 471.94 right now. Got stats going all over the place. All right. Welcome to the party, kids. Stephen Butler. Hey, Bruce. I'm number 129 on your thumbs up meter. I'm a little late to this dance party. Welcome, my friend. And what else is going on here? Splair, I'm now sitting on 100 ME. Let's see what's going on here. Right on there. Splair, wait for ME to make a run. Okay. Yeah, GameStop was under 17. It got down to 16.91. It just bounced back to 17.04. So what's that? 13 cents better. It's up now 17.02. It's up 9 on the session. 500,000 traded on GameStop. SoFi volume, we're now at 949. The volume is 6.7 million. I think that's quieter than yesterday's opening after 20 minutes. The low of 941 just set a moment or so ago. We're still up 18 cents at 949. Okay, the high was 967 on our trading session, if I am not mistaken, on SoFi. All right, guys. The Dow holding a 278, 274 gain. S&P up 38, NASDAQ up 145. Interesting stuff. Package theft is on the rise, they say, with an estimated 113 million boxes stolen in 2023. This is the Achilles heel of Amazon, of FedEx, of UPS, of any seller delivering boxes to an address. This is the Achilles heel. I sense that there's a business opportunity for entrepreneurs who are willing to set up collection centers for packages where you rent space in a strip mall. Maybe you have a 10-foot frontage, and then in the back of the store is the wide open warehouse scenario where people can have their goods shipped to overnight. And all they need to do is go down the block to their local strip mall and pick up their packages. And they pay 50 cents a package or $1 a package or something like that. I wonder if the future, if there's a future in that business. I don't know, because putting stuff on your patio doesn't work. Putting packages outside your apartment door in the hallway, packages disappear. Not good for the home delivery business. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, there you go. Welcome, everybody. Zed, I just sold cash secured puts on a new company called Riot. All righty. Thanks to Uncle Bruce. Says, dude, I got about $3,721 in premium waiting to shrink just in credit spreads and condors. Add in another 5,000-ish in cash secured puts and call rights with longer to come on in. Thank you, Uncle B. There's $8,700 coming your way. The clock is going to give it to you. You gotta love this trade. Not a lurker. Good morning. Did I miss anything this morning? I'm number 133. Disney went red, says Zed Estate. BW, Uncle Bruce, how do you know that the cat is dead before it bounces? I'm asking for a friend. BTW, thanks, Uncle Bruce. It looks like a pullout from the CGC before the split saved me $22. Now it's at $460 after reverse split. Went out to 57 on 200. Not sure what that means, but it sounds good. Flint, AirTags and packages to track maybe something returnable or RFID. I really wonder. How many times have you seen videos on YouTube of porch pirates, and then you see these people, load them up with feces, exploding glitter bombs and stuff. You gotta wonder. It's crazy out there. We're up 271 on the Dow, I think. AI is up just 41 now, 3014 up 3019. The low of 3005 and the high of 3104, and we're at 3019. So AI is at the low end of its daily range right now, 2.1 million traded. Spiders are 472 even, the high of 472.30, the low of 470.98. So it's not at its high, but not at its low. GameStop is 1702 up 8. SoFi is 950 up 19 cents. Oil down 60 cents, still in the red. The VIX is down 9. It's actually coming in. The VIX is getting worse than not better at the moment. And NASDAQ is up 1%, S&P is up 0.86, and the Dow's up 0.75 of a percentage point at this second in time. Okay. Beach Boy to BW, my dog seconds your question. Flint Creek, you filthy rat. Love those videos. There you go. All right. Too much fun out there. Yeah, are we in a dead cat bounce? We are 24 minutes into the session at 6:54 my time, 9:54 Eastern time. As we just open here, what is going on with this market? Are we in a dead cat bounce? Have we got like a first, good first half hour, but we begin to see slumpage? Are we going to see red stock quotes start to show up? Cisco is still negative, down 8 cents. ME is negative, doesn't matter. We've got Disney at unchanged. It was negative just a few minutes ago at 91.27. So Disney has given up everything. BlackBerry is down 50 cents today to 360, but that's another ugly story over there. Nike is down 3 cents. There's a red indicator. Again, just the beginning of some sell-offs, maybe corrections, some pullbacks. These stocks weren't so enthusiastic after all. Is that what's going on? Let's take a look. Netflix got up to $494.36. It's now $492.14. Still up 287, but it was $2+ higher than where it is now. Watching for that. Adobe got up to 607 today. It's now 601.50. It's up 540, but it's lost $6. Adobe falling back. Nvidia got up to almost 491. It's at 488.70, so that's given up a little bit of ground. Tesla got up to 253.95. It's now 250.54. So lost $3.50 over there on Tesla. That's a classic dead cat bounce. We're losing ground here on some of these high flyers. Unity got up to 40.06. We're now 39.24. Google was 141.47. It's 140.83. It's backing up. Moderna got up to 88.94. It's 87.98. So it's backing up. Cisco now down 15 cents. It's going worse. Okay. IBM is at 160.92. It got up to 161.05. Just off its highs. Nothing serious on IBM anyway. Microsoft was at 374.40. It's 372.40. $2 have been given back on Microsoft. Still up $1.80, but it's given up $2. So it's down more than half its gain. That's negative. That's a dead cat bounce. Amazon got to 153.50. It's 152.80, only up 70 cents. We're seeing some weakness, a little pullback, a little tentativeness coming in. 240 gain on the Dow. We dropped 90 from the high of, I think it was a gain of 330. We're now at 247. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Dude, you, says Dude. You should strongly consider taking the lessons and learning how to do it. The lessons simplify a complex market and make it approachable to the average simpleton. Very, very interesting comment. Clap from BW. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, stop mentioning cats. The dog is going crazy here. He's going nuts. Who cares? Showing up late to class today. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Zeta State Beach Boy. You missed the executive meeting last night. We were talking about cats. There you go. We're up 240 on the Dow. We're slipping, coming back. Not fast, but we seem to be just kind of losing some upward momentum. We're 28 minutes into the show, into the opening of the market, I should say. All right, S&P is up 34, NASDAQ up 126. Now the markets are less than 1% higher. The Dow's only up 2/3 of a point. S&P is up 3/4 of a point. NASDAQ 0.87. The NASDAQ and the S&P were over 1% higher at the high. The Dow was almost 1% higher. They've all backed off so far, about 1/3 of their gains. Just saying. I'm just telling you what I see. That's all. SoFi 945 up 15. GameStop 1702 up 9. Spire down a penny. AI is up just 22 cents. Spiders are back to 471.43, 90 cents lower, almost $1 lower. 471.36. We're almost $1 off the high on spiders at the moment. This is approaching within 40 cents, the low of the session here. Markets are backing up. The Qs are at 406.34. They got up to 407.92, and so we've lost $1.60 or so there. They are 20 cents away from the low of the session as well. GameStop, $17, up 7. Apple's only up $1, $1.04 on Apple. We're down to 195.87 after hitting 197.08. So we're losing ground on the big boy Apple. Enphase is hanging in there. It's trying to go higher, holding a 349 gain at 131.50. We'll see if that can get back to the 132.39 range that it reached. Netflix only up $1.85. It has lost now $3.20 from its high and only up $1.80 now. Actually, now it's only up $1.50, and Netflix is falling off. Adobe is under 600, $599.70 after reaching 607.40. This is a $7 drop now on Nvidia. Alrighty, Tesla's up 3. That's falling off. Google up 140, Moderna up 170, Cisco now down a dime. HPQ is only up 28 cents. ME is still down a penny. Amazon only up 73 cents. Okay. Alrighty. Costco, 663. It got up to 667. It's lost $4. Disney's still red, down 3 now. Disney is negative 3 cents. All right, there you go, kids. Just a quick peek here at the market giving up a bit of the momentum. Is it going to go into the red, or is it just going to slump a little, regather, and try another run? Or does it test these lows, a little pop and then a drop and then a little and then a drop and a little and a drop? Is that what's going to happen? Going to be interesting, kids. Welcome to the party, pal. Alrighty, dude, add another 6,000 in covered calls on Poor Man covered calls to that pot. Don't get me started on SoFi. I'm sitting on 2,600 shares plus long calls and cash secured puts. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Right on, dude. It's working over there. BW, Rugman cometh. Little dope slap has already thrown the cat. Now we see the shrinkage. It's just getting chilly enough that things are beginning to recede. This from BW. Splair, my fingers would love to buy now a put somewhere, but my logic says no. Chill and enjoy the ride back down and use it for a free time. Let's see what gives. Can't not lose money if you fold your arms. I think you can make money by folding your arms. 30.01 on AI. 29.96 on AI. We just broke the $30 barrier. We're only up 23 cents on AI now. 16.98 on GameStop. We're under 17 again. We're up a nickel, but only a nickel. SoFi 947, 948, up 16 cents. We got some selling coming in. Apple's only up 73 cents. It's beginning to lose even more. Netflix is only up $1 now. It's losing ground. Adobe is at $600.04. It's having trouble holding 600 right now. So anyway, some selling coming in, as I kind of wondered, would the first hour really be about it? Would we have a good first 15, 20, 30 minutes and then slump a little? Do we go into the red with a bunch of stocks in the second hour of our session here? We'll know in 27 minutes. We're losing ground. 232 now on the Dow. It's backing off again. Oil down 61 cents. Amazing times here. Leading indicators in the U.S. declined 0.5% in November to 103. Headline just breaking out. That's good for possible interest rate drops, but bad for the economy, which means bad for earnings, which means bad for stocks. Why are stocks at all-time highs? I keep asking the question. Okay, let's go. Brad, Uncle Bruce, I'm still sitting on that Microsoft February 2024 Iron Condor. 320, 340 on the put. Let me get the stock up here. Where's Microsoft? Where is it? MSFT. There it is, 372. And 415, 435 on the call. I'm currently up $93 of a total of a 490 initial credit with 57 days left. I assume I keep folding my arms. Less than 17 was great, by the way. Yeah, you just do this right here. This is the pose, the fold your arm pose, and not worry, because at 371.87 for the stock, and these puts and calls, you are in the dead zone, which is where you want to be. These calls are dead. These puts are dead. And between now and the end of this month, which is what, 10 days away, it's the 21st of December. My goodness, we're going to be into January in 2+ weeks. You just sit tight and watch this shrinkage accelerate on all four of these. Absolutely. First, second week of January, oh my gosh, you could be up much more. Now, obviously, GameStop could drop to 360. Sure, but do you care? You get 320, 340 puts. No worries. Those calls will really shrink out. You may then reposition the calls first. The stock drops. You might go 405, 415 on the calls and bring the 20 spread to a 10 spread, or 405, 420 and make it a $15 spread. You'll start there. And then on the puts, you will monitor as they shrink out, obviously out of the money. You'll eventually bring that spread to 15 to 10 if you need to at all, and enjoy continued shrinkage. Absolutely. And of course, if your credit rises to the 2 level, 300 level, 350 level, 400 level, you'll then consider, I might go into March now. If I can bring in another couple of $100 to go into March with $20 spreads on calls and puts, way out of the money, I might add another $350 to my pocket for another 30 days. Thank you, Microsoft. Absolutely. Thank you. Iron Condors. Hector Splair, yes to those prices on GameStop. Splair, Hector, well, of course, I want both higher, but I would like to have some time to get out during the dip before I write some weeks later into the highs. We all have our hopes, wishes, dreams, and aspirations. Absolutely. All right, the Dow now is only up 200 points, 201. We have given up 150 from the high. Was it 350 at the one point? I don't even remember. AI 29.87, only up 14 cents. The spiders 471.04. We're hitting new lows here. 470.98. We just touched a moment ago. We're going down on spiders. They're still up 278, but we got up to 272.30. This is a 224 loss, a 124 loss already from the high. We're giving up ground on the spiders. S&P is only up 29 points. The Nasdaq only up 102. The Qs are up 254. We're at 405.60. We're down from 407.92, which is not a new all-time high, by the way. So from just over, almost at 408 to 405.60, there you go. There's some give back going on here. GameStop -4, SoFi up 12, Apple only up 29 cents. And Netflix only up 18 cents. Rocket Lab is negative. Smart Rent is negative. Just a penny or two. What do we got here? Unity up only 9. Google up $1 now. Cisco down 19, going lower. What else is happening? Amazon up 75 cents. We're losing ground there for sure. Boeing is only up $1.70. Boeing got up to 267.50. It's 261.96. We lost $6 on Boeing here, $5-6. This is falling off quickly. Meta is falling. It's only up 220 now. We got JP Morgan only up 58 cents. Costco is only up $1.66. It's falling off. Disney is unchanged, not going anywhere right now. The markets are definitely starting to falter here and there. Look at the Dow now. 190 is the gain from that high of about 350. Yeah, we're coming down. A little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. That is what's going on. Condors are looking better all the time. Time is going by. Stocks are not surging to all-time highs. We're faltering, and this is looking good. You roll over, people. Cheers to all of you. Class 17 is becoming, it's paying for itself, isn't it? Isn't it? Are you out there? Some of you out there going, oh my God, I watched Class 17. I gave $150 to watch Class 17, and I did a couple rollovers. I'm up thousands. Holy crap, holy, looking good here. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Isn't this fun? All righty. Brad, Uncle Bruce, I'm still sitting on that Microsoft 17 was great. Thank you. I appreciate this. Splair, working and working and working here. Way to go, Splair. You keep going on it. We're up 187 on the Dow, dropping again. AI is only up 5 cents. Some of you wrote calls on AI when it was 32, 33, 33.50. Did some of you write calls up there? You're looking pretty good, I think. Yes. A White Feather. Oh, class 17 was worth me way more than 150 to me. Oh, it says White Feather. Good stuff. I'm really glad to hear it. You got to love this. 29.85 on AI. Spiders 470.70. Q is 405.41. We're coming back. GameStop down 3 cents at 16.90. SoFi is up 13 at 9.44. Apple up 16 cents, 194.99. The 52-week high for Apple, 199.62. We're now down not quite $5 from its high of all time a week ago. We're around 195 here on this stock. It can go down $10 from here. Certainly could go down 10 without any question. In one day, no. But over a week, oh yeah, certainly. It's already backing up. Look at the chart today. It's straight down on Apple from the open high. The nice little high we had, that dead cat bounce is definitely evident on Apple. 16-cent gain is all we're shooting right now. Netflix is only up 3 cents. We're about to turn red on a bunch of stocks if another wave of selling comes in here. Another wave of selling, we go into the red on a bunch of stocks. Cisco down 20 now. We're watching a whole bunch on the precipice of going red. Robinhood is red. BlackBerry is red. What else is red there? Watching a ton of these guys. Nike was in the red. It's only up 14 cents here. It's barely hanging on. We've got Disney holding a 49-cent gain. Walmart up just 61 cents. Costco up $1.20. JP Morgan only up 42. We've got Amazon up 99. Microsoft up 45 cents. Yeah. We have a weakness showing here all over the place. Just to let you know, it's not catastrophically bad, but it is telling me, dead cat bounce. Watch it. 41 minutes into the session here. Half a point gain on the Dow, 0.6 on S&P, 0.65 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ has lost half the gains. I think NASDAQ is down half of its high. S&P is off a good chunk, and the Dow also approaching a 40% give back already from its high of the session, excuse me. Brian, number 140 on the thumbs up meter. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Brian, to the show. Welcome to the party, pal. Everybody here, we're watching a dead cat bounce play out in slow motion. This is what it does. It is subtle at first, but once the market begins to smell weakness coming into the market, it begins to get worried, and then you hit the really fast drop off. But right now we're up 192 on the Dow for the moment, hanging in there. Charlie says, "Hey, Uncle Bruce, I need Spider below 451 by February. Can you help me out?" 471 range. You only need 20 points. I mean, what's the big deal? It can happen. We'll find out. We're at 141 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, everybody, for that. We're going for 200 today. Appreciate you all being here as we watch the markets falter a bit here. They're fluctuating. Successively lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low. That's what's going on right now in this market at the moment. Interesting. BW, is the cat that's a dead tabby or a Siamese or probably a Maine Coon? Come on, Bruce, tell us what this thing is. Dude, if the Bulls get Thanksgiving, the Bears get Christmas. Grinch time? You never know. Yeah, we've had, like I said, 2 solid silly months, 2, almost 3 of gains. And there are people out there who are making money in the market, who had been making in the money, that don't know what they're doing. And they're bragging about it. A lot of them are bragging about it, some of which personally. Some people you may have found just are kind of strutting their stuff like I'm doing really well with my 401k. I put it all into this. I put it all into that. Um, they're not option writers. They're gamblers, and there are a lot of folks out there who are long call options, big time at crazy premiums with short time frames, and they're looking for this lottery payoff. They figure the year end is where it's all coming. They may have already had it. The best days may be behind them for a while, and we might have a month of consolidation going on well into January before we start running a market again. But could we give up 5 to 10% of the gains in the meantime? Yes, we could. A 10% pullback on spiders would put them down $47 from here. A 10% pullback on Qs would drop $40 from here. 10% give back on Apple at 195 or whatever they're doing at. Massive pullback. We're talking $20 a share. This is we're going to see some serious stuff. A 10% pullback on Tesla, that's $25 lower. Nvidia would be $50 lower. Hello, that's 10% pullback. I'm not talking about a 30% market drop because something bad everywhere is happening. I'm just talking about consolidation. I'm talking about re-establishing a base with which to go higher from. Got to give it up first before you go the other direction. Oh, here comes trouble. Oh, geez, I better control this right now. I see the arm of death coming in. Oh, God.
It sounds like you're climbing Mount Everest. You're establishing a new base camp.
Auntie Jen, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm having fun with my kids, as I always do every day. We have so much fun around here.
9:58.
It actually just popped.
Oh, did it?
It just popped a little bit. It was down to a 940 something, and it just popped to 958, 959.
Everybody's getting their last dibs in.
Well, you see, we're asking, or I'm asking the question around here. Is this a dead cat bounce? Because we're up 228 on the Dow, but we lost 475 yesterday.
Right.
And we got up to 350. We were as high as plus 350. We went down to 180. Now we're back to 250 or 220. We got these buy and sell computer programs coming in now. Volatility now will be the norm. And so SoFi went from 941 to 957 in 5 minutes. GameStop went from $16.90 to $17, but it's only up 7 cents. The AI shares were almost $34 3 days ago. They were in the 29s this morning. We're 26. So what's going to happen here?
One volatile stock.
Absolutely. That's why the premiums are so good on the options.
Yeah, exactly.
Our viewers here love the old AI. But we're watching spiders dropping and going up and dropping again, and we got a lot of uncertainty right now. And we're 47 minutes into this market.
Do you know what I heard on the radio this morning?
What did you hear?
They said,
you
know who they are.
They
said that today is going to be the largest shopping day of the year.
The 21st. It could be.
It's a Thursday.
Yeah.
So do you think that's because
they travel tomorrow?
People are traveling.
They travel tomorrow. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
We're talking car travelers, probably.
Or even air travelers could be tomorrow.
Yeah, but big gift buyers are car drivers, right?
Yes.
But it could be that some folks are getting today off, or they're closing early today. They get tomorrow off from their generous employers. They don't work Saturday. They don't work Sunday. They get Monday off. So this is the beginning of a long weekend. It's perfect for visiting in-laws, grandmas, grandpas, all this stuff. So you get your shopping done today. You travel this after tomorrow. You travel to where you're going to, and sure, that would make sense.
I have worked at those companies where we work on Remembrance Day. What would be Memorial Day?
Yeah.
We work Remembrance Day so that we can have that holiday,
that extra day off
Christmas, and we decide before or after when do we want to take it.
In Canada, it's not unusual to get Christmas Day off and Boxing Day off.
Oh yeah, we get Boxing Day off.
And others, there are firms who will say to their employees, "We're going to give you 5 days off because you're not getting anything done. You're just going to get drunk here. You're slipping booze here at the coffee room. You might as well go home."
It used to be in the glory days. We had every day we would have 5-6 different baskets show up.
Yeah,
I can remember having
true.
like 10 bottles of Bailey's in the office refrigerator. And everybody who came in, you're like, hey, you should have a glass of Bailey's.
Yes, I do remember in the brokerage days, there were grateful clients that would personally drop off a 26er, or couriers would come by with boxes of chocolates and 26ers for their favorite advisors. But that's when you had one-on-one relationships with your broker. And then vice versa. The brokers would make sure their top 10 clients that made them the most commissions, they were looked after with something, who knows what. But yeah, sure, that happens. The glory days of offices. But how many of you are aware of the fact, there are office towers in most big cities in North America for sure, 35 to 40% vacancy levels in 60-story towers, 50-story towers.
And some seriously looking at turning over into that retail, commercial, residential.
Yeah, office towers are going to be
so good of an idea,
but expensive to do, and it's a one-time thing, because boy, to go back the other way is hundreds of millions of dollars in cost.
For people who manage commercial buildings, it shivers me to my bones to think of being a residential manager.
Oh yeah, bad stuff.
Yeah,
pretty rough. Well, times change, the world changes.
One of my favorite days, though, at work was the day we would take chocolates and nut baskets and stuff like that around to our tenants.
Yes.
Got to be a Santa Claus.
It's true. That's true.
And instead of seeing the leasing agent, we would see the people that were out front in reception and whoever was out in the front office. And just give you a different look at the offices.
It's true. White Feather, have a great day, Uncle Bruce, Auntie Jen, and everyone. To any fence sitters out there, any fence sitters, join and take the classes. Give yourself a Christmas present. For those of you who have a few days off coming up this week, next week, the perfect time to grab a few classes and watch them. They're an hour and a half, 2 hours. You can rewatch them anytime you want.
Watch it again the next day.
Get ready for the new year with us. And if you've got 4 or 5 classes under your belt between now and then, I think you're doing yourself a favor. But of course I'm biased, but
use one of those pretend accounts. Get your feet.
Yeah, learn how this is done. Charlie, do cats bounce higher than dogs? That pit bull didn't appreciate me trying to bounce him.
No, I think cats are springier. Remember Tigger? Tigger had that real springy tail. I think that's just indicative of the species.
Oh, okay. Brian, how high a dead cat bounces is more of a technical analysis. We try to avoid any of that here. Dude, this week and last marks the time when everyone at work tells me how good their portfolios are doing. Is a bad sign. They don't follow the market's options, nothing. And that's right. When your barber tells you how great they're doing in the market,
they got their annual Christmas card.
Yeah, but they're telling you how well they've done in the market, and they don't know what they're doing. Oh, are we in for a fall? Oh, yes. We're up 290 on the Dow. Computer buy programs kicked in here. How long will it last? I don't know. Is this real, or is this just a last gasp in the last? We're up to 52 minutes in the hour. What happens in the next 8 minutes? We'll find out. Blair. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Beach Boy. Auntie Jen, how are you? Beach Boy wants to know how are you. Blair wants to know how are you.
We are good. We are good. We're just, every day, just another movie filling us with Santa Claus and Christmas cheer.
What did we watch last night?
What did we watch?
What did we watch last night?
I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute.
I don't remember what we watched last night.
It was so good.
I don't remember.
Because
we watched the Queen last night.
We watched the Queen. That's
we were watching.
I'm trying to think Christmas.
The latest version of the Queen has come out. 6. So we watched 3 of them. The death of Diana. We watched. Relive that all over again. That was fun. But I found it fascinating. The series with so much behind the scenes talk. Interesting. Beach Boy says, I wrote yesterday 10 NVIDIA, February 16, 450s at 1064. Today added 5 at 1236 and 5 at 1253, averaging all at 1153. These are cash secured puts,
what's NVIDIA
says Beach Boy. NVIDIA is at the moment up 695, having been as high as 490.95, is now 487.77, and has been as low as 485 already today. So NVIDIA wants to go down to the 460 level, 455 level. Beach Boy's going, yeah, rock and roll. Dude, Anti-Gen has arrived. Hooray. I think the market forgot what it was doing. Beach Boy, right. Dude, I certainly have. I love what I'm doing. Dude, consider it a blessing, Beach Boy. Now you can start fresh. Ha ha. Bailey's, says Beach Boy. Hey, Bailey's, what an idea. Oh, yeah. Right. There's a reason he loves Anti-Gen. There you go.
Bailey's on ice cream.
Bailey's on ice cream.
Bailey's in your whipping cream. Is it just that little flavor?
Okay, the Dow's up 309. Got to give kudos where the kudos have to be given. We got down to 180. We're back up to 309 plus on the Dow. Fair enough. We're up 43 in S&P. We're up 152 on the NASDAQ, but the NASDAQ is only up 1.03%. It was higher than that this morning. We're up 0.92 in S&P. We're up 0.81 on the Dow. We'll see if there's any legs to this little recovery, or is this another dead cat bounce on top of the first dead cat bounce, and now both cats are going to die. I don't know. I tell you, we're going to find out. What? GameStop is 1707 up 14. SoFi 956 up 25 cents. There you go. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? Brian, I am off for the holidays starting tomorrow and back to work on Jan 2. Yay. Thank Jeebus. I need to catch up on some sleep. You and the rest of America. Yeah, right. All right, y'all. I'm out for some shopping. Wishing you all already a wonderful Christmas without stress. There's only next week, and then we have a reversal. So thank you, Split.
Christmas market.
Have a good time in Dortmund, my friend. Enjoy that big Christmas tree of yours down there. Yes. Cindy B, The Crown. You were watching The Crown, not the Queen. You're watching The Crown.
Right.
That's right. Yes. See, that's how much we remember. Oh yeah, what were we watching? Like The Queen? No, it was Princess Di, wasn't it? Yeah, we watched like Charles and the Di and the the Crown.
I find it interesting that the different characters, how differently they are treated between the Crown, the Queen, all these different royal series movies.
Yeah,
especially Philip. Philip has a wide spectrum of how they portray him.
They love him and they don't. Splair, and by the way, you two, what are your plans for the weekend? Or do you have you answered that question already? I couldn't watch the full show. What is our plan? Nothing. We're going to
have a nice dinner.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lovely little dinner here, just the two of us.
Yeah.
We're hanging out by ourselves here in California. Our daughter is hanging out with friends in Calgary, which she does every year.
Christmas is more it's phoning relatives and talking to everybody. Yeah.
In the old days, back in the 80s, when we were obviously 40 years younger and with a child, we were at the parents' house. We did the whole relative thing. Well, they're all gone now. We're 68.
Even as
we're the elders.
She was a teenager, we've always had Christmas on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And then Christmas Day, she would go to the boyfriends.
Yeah.
She's always had
to their families.
2 Christmases.
That's true. Yeah.
And
so for us, it's relaxed time. For me, it's downtime. Without question, it's absolute downtime. I am absolutely exhausted. This morning I'm late coming onto the show. Just getting going because I'm just researching everything and watching it, and I'm going, oh geez, I'm running out of time. I got to set the show up. So I need a break. So I'm looking forward to it. But
you're like that, that little bird that dips into the water and
is that it?
Yeah, you're like that. So you just have to.
Speaking of dipping, if you notice the Dow, it's only up 229 now. We just lost 80 points. 215. Down again we go here. We're watching that. All right. Thank you, Aspire, for the question. BW, this is a BS pump. If the cruise lines are up today, then this has to be a dead cat bounce. Cruises through the Strait of Hormuz will suffer massively. Ha, ha, ha. Beach Boy. My grandpa had a story about after hearing from the cab driver and a person in an elevator how good they were doing, he instructed his Bruce to sell everything and move the to cash.
Exactly.
Who cares? Bruce, I have a Tesla Iron Condor. Let me take a look at Tesla before I read the rest of this comment here. Okay, we're at 249 on Tesla. I have a Tesla Condor, 180 to 200, 270 to 300. It's expiring Jan 19. It's too early to tighten up the spread. What do you think? Yeah, you want to wait for this week and next week. There's only 4 trading days next week, 4 trading days the week after that. Shrinkage, and you're in the middle of the zone. You're laughing here at 250 on the stock. You will tighten, for sure. But when you do, you're going to go from 300 to 280. It'll cost you 40 cents maybe. The puts, you might move them up and get a 40-cent credit and tighten them as well. Chillax and enjoy. Beach Boy, the Queen. Oh, see Robin Williams in La Cage aux Folles. What a scene.
Oh, I love La Cage aux Folles. This is, believe it or not, I got this guy to go to the theater and watch a movie with subtitles. This is, oh honey, it had to be in the 70s.
It was a long time ago.
That we went and watched La Cage aux Folles. Yeah, Robin Williams and Nathaniel Lane
and Dustin
are so good.
Not Dustin Hoffman. Who was the father? The senator.
Yes,
Gene Hackman. Great actors in that movie. Blair, so your daughter isn't coming to Palm Springs. Who would not like to enjoy the California weather? Well, she is coming. January. She is coming here, but not for Christmas. Yeah. She'll be down a little later. Alberto, Auntie Jen, how you doing?
How you doing?
Alberto made a donation yesterday and the day before towards the Patek Philippe Fund, which is awful generous of him. And we both thank you very much. The Patek Philippe Fund. Get Bruce a Patek Philippe wristwatch.
See?
I wore my Apple Watch yesterday afternoon for a while, and then I actually saw it on my night table, and I picked it up and I touched the button, dead. If you don't wear it it wears out battery wise in like 36 hours.
Honey,
so honey, maybe
you need to take the charger to your bed table. So when you take it off at night, you would put it on the charger, and in the morning it would be charged. Just something to think about.
Doesn't know what she's talking about. Who's the watchmaker here? I am. I'm the watchmaker. Yeah. BW, Robin Williams in The Birdcage was hilarious.
So
Nathan Lane had a hard time keeping a straight face, as with most actors who worked with Robin. A pure genius.
And Hank
Azaria's role in that movie.
He's so funny.
God, that was funny. Brian, The Birdcage, man, Robin Williams has a long list of great films. Indeed,
right? Yes.
He did. He put in a whole career in 30 years. Unbelievable. Unreal. 231 gain on the Dow. It's trying to hang in there. It's trying to. We're now an hour and 2 minutes into this dead cat bounce. As you've noticed, you can go up 100 points in 15 minutes. You can go down 100 points in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You can drop 200 points in 10. Do not be too comfy around here. If you're thinking nothing but upside. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy low, sell high. Good luck with that. I'm a little worried about this entire thingy, but I'm not scared of the market.
There's a thingy. Is it a green thingy
or
a red thingy?
It's this green thingy coming to the red thingy. Are we the red thingy? This is not good.
No, the red thingy is coming to the green thingy.
That's right. We're the green thingy. I think we're the green thingy. There's a red thingy coming at us. I think we're the green thingy. This is not a good thingy. I don't want to be that thingy. By the way, the VIX is now positive. That's bad. That's bad. It's up 0.11. That means the fear index is rising.
Yeah, the volatility.
That's what I'm talking about. That's bad. That these little underlying little thingies. That's another thingy. That's a green thingy. That's bad. That there's red thingies coming to that green thingy.
I think green thingy.
Bobby Atkinson, the last subtitle movie I liked called Downfall. The last 2 weeks of Hitler in the Bunker. Yeah, that was a great movie.
Did we see that?
Yeah. That was where his secretary, at the end of the movie, she finally leaves the bunker and tries to escape.
Yes, that's right. That
was really well done. Brian, apparently in his contract, he required at least 10 homeless people had to be hired for any movie he was in. Robin Williams.
Really?
Isn't that something?
I didn't know
BW,
That's delightful.
Agador Spartacus. I never wear shoes because they
Agador?
make me fall down.
Agador.
That's the
What a lovely
Hank
singing
Azaria.
voice.
Um,
So good.
BW, are those men playing leapfrog?
No, I have girls. Don't you have girls on your plate?
Hector Bailey's with the coffee.
Bailey's
Oh
with
my,
coffee.
that movie was so much fun. Oh my gosh, when Robin Williams was trying to teach his partner how to walk like John Wayne.
Like John Wayne. I just never realized that that's how John Wayne was.
I never realized what John Wayne looked like that. Well, I gotta tell you, I gotta round up those horses.
How about those cowboys?
Oh man. And then teaching him how to dance. Hey, we're gonna dance 1, 2, 3, 4, and hit it.
It's one of those movies where you just hope they had a riot making it.
You know they had a good time.
Yeah.
You had to know they must have had a good time making it. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, kids, we're up 237
9:59.
on the Dow. We're up 37 in S&P. We're up 134 in Nasdaq. We're not going any higher. The question is, can we hold what we got, or does it keep slipping? And this is the thingy here. Where is the secondary wave of buying coming in? Where is the money to take it to a new high, where people don't want to get out? Where's the buy wave coming in that makes sellers go, oh, whoa, wait a minute. I don't need to sell here. We're going way higher than this. Is that really coming? We're going to need billions of dollars
We need
to
a
come into this
plastic
market.
surgeon. Stop that slippage.
See, there.
I shouldn't have told you the last line. I should have just left it out there.
BW, you nailed it. No. I just never knew John Wayne walked like that. Beach Boy, no more Bailey's talk here. You guys are have a cup of Bailey's coffee right now. I make no more.
See, and that's my coffee this morning. Now I'm going to be, instead of using regular boring cream in there,
put in the good cream.
Put a little Bailey's in
Put in the medicine cream.
That's the medicine.
The germ-killing, virus-killing cream. That kind.
Alcohol is a solution.
It's a solution to problems.
No, it's just a solution.
It is just a solution. $29.99 on AI. We're back under 30 again. 231 gain on the Dow. We are not going anywhere. We'll see here. Anyway, there you have it.
I'm going to go have a coffee.
Auntie Jen, thank you so much.
With Bailey's.
I'll leave that with
I'm not having Bailey's with coffee.
No.
I'm having coffee with Bailey's.
It's a difference.
It's totally different.
It's totally
that's a different animal.
That's a whole other thing. Thank you, Auntie Jen, so much.
Everybody get out there and finish your Christmas shopping and your food shopping.
People are talking about how happy they are with lesson 17.
I know. It was a good one.
That's all because of you. You were here.
Good.
Fantastic. Thank you, Auntie Jen. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, kids, for being here. Are you having fun yet? This is kind of fun, isn't it? Got a lot going on around here. This market is, it's doing this and that, and get ready for more of it, because now we have this speculation going on. Oh, the market isn't going straight up. Well, is it going to back off a little bit and then go higher, or is it going to consolidate a little bit and then go higher? Should I just buy the dips and then sell off on the run up and then buy the? If anyone starts getting into this game, the dips get worse, really bad, because there is no upside. Everyone wants to be a seller, nobody wants to be a buyer, and you get that game going on, and you got a whole different other thing. Beach Boy, totally different. Bye, Auntie Jen. All right, well, we'll see how it goes, kids. Oil still down 76 cents a barrel. Angola has left OPEC. So there's OPEC starting to fracture even more. You remember, was it a week or two ago? They didn't even have a meeting in Vienna. They didn't meet in person 2 weeks before Christmas in Vienna, where you buy all the Christmas presents for your high-end families. If you're an OPEC member, you go to the jewelry stores in Vienna. You go to the watchmakers in Vienna. You go to the fashion houses in Vienna. You acquire the best of the best to take back with you to your fiefdoms and everywhere else, spending that wonderful oil money. They didn't even come into town. They had a Zoom meeting a week later than scheduled because they couldn't get their act together. And therein lies the problem that the oil pros, the real oil traders, they know OPEC is a mess right now. And there are winners and losers. And at 73.50 a barrel, it isn't going to $100 a barrel. There are OPEC guys going, hey, Saudi Arabia, you've cut twice. You've convinced the Russians to cut. Why isn't oil $110 a barrel? You said that if we cut production back, we went along with you, a little cut here and there. We're not getting the payoff. And now we have Hutu rebels shooting armed drones at all kinds of ships in the Red Sea and the Suez Canal. Why isn't oil $100 a barrel? What does it take? The Russians are arming themselves to the teeth with the Ukrainians, and the Americans won't support Ukraine right now. The Europeans can't support Ukraine right now. They got political problems, budget problems. Why isn't oil $110 a barrel? What do we have to do to make this happen? Israel is under attack. Maybe Lebanon will come in here. Maybe other countries will attack Israel all at the same time. We'll have a big mini war there. Why isn't oil $110 a barrel? We're doing everything we can to upset the market. 73.50 down 72 cents. Angola says, I'm out of here. I'm not part of OPEC anymore. We're going to just up our production, sell as much as we can, because we have too many bribes to pay to too many people. Otherwise, we're going to have a coup. We don't want to have that, because that would replace us who are leading this country with other people who would lead this country. We can't have that. We want the money for ourselves. That's what I see going on. I don't know about what you see going on, but that's what I see going on. Fun times at the OK Corral. I guess that's what it is right now. Kids, thank you all for being part of this channel today, this year and the last year and the last 3 years. You guys are phenomenal. I so appreciate you being part of this gang. We have got a thumbs up count now at 152. If it is possible for any of you out there who are watching to hit that thumbs up button, that would be a beautiful thing. If you're watching on the rerun and you can hit the thumbs up button for us, thank you again. I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. I'll be here the 22nd of December. I invite you to join me tomorrow, and let's see what's going on. I'll scour the markets and throw a trade tip at you the next few days or so. So keep an eye for those. Gold Bagel members, thank you all for your support. All members of this channel, thank you. All subscribers, thank you. All you thumbs uppers, thank you very, very much. If you're not joining us tomorrow, have a great holiday. Can't imagine why you wouldn't. In the meantime, enjoy, get your shopping done, hug someone you love a little longer. You never know when it's the last time. And we'll see you guys for sure tomorrow. Keep an eye on the channel for updates and any other short videos. We'll try to keep on top of this as we watch this market go through its gyrations, and whether this is a dead cat bounce that's going to give it up. Let's find out what it wants to give up. Could it be the last hour today? We have another 400-point drop. I don't know. But if you positioned yourselves with your condors and your rollovers, you don't care. It's all good. Thank you all so very much. The big E, the big neat, Beach Boy, neat, Hector, neat emojis all over the place. Thank you all so much for popping in and supporting this YouTuber as you are. It is much, much appreciated. I can only concur with the knee emojis. Hector's out there, Beach Boy is out there, the Big E is out there, Stock Market's Bruce is out there. Neat emojis. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Knee. You're crazy if you don't. You're just asking for trouble. You've got to honor the Knights of Knee. Thank you all for everything that you send us. We love you guys. Jen and I are just blown away by all of your kindness, your support. Thank you all so very, very much. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. First thing, we'll get back at it and see if it continues on. Larry, thanks, pal. Marcus, thank you. John Gill, neat. That's great stuff. Beach Boy AI 32 cover call sold 75, bought back 12 cents. Thank you. Thousands more in the pocket of Beach Boy. You gotta love that. That is good stuff. I love this. Bagel Babe, neat. DH Ruda, neat. Dude, neat. Brian, neat. Keep it going, kids. Cash in on all those options that are handing the money to you left, right, and center. Take the money. They're giving it to you. Oh, gosh, take the money. Well done, all. See you first thing. Take care, everybody. Bye from Palm Desert, California.